I think I'm good. What's going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the natural born thriller. The good boy gone bad, and if you don't like it, beat it, because no one wants to be defeated. So, welcome everyone to this Impact Wrestling review, the show from March 29th, 2018. So, let's get right to it. Yeah, it's not wasting your time. Let's just get right to it, right? Let me first get my results here. And once I'm done with this, I could be done doing videos today because I was doing a couple of them on Facebook. Well, yeah, and I was doing, and I'm about to do a last video here. This time on YouTube. So here we go. Started in Orlando, Florida, at the Impact Zone. Josh Matthews and Sanjay Dutt, your commentators. The show opened up with Austin Aries showing up in the building, and he's being confronted by Matt Sydal, who's the X Division champion. And you got Josh Matthews, who's the Grand Champion. Austin Aries, I should mention also the World Champion. King Rexify, what's up, man? Thank you for watching. Nice avatar, by the way. Was that supposed to be is that supposed to be a Nightball? But anyways, so yeah, so but yeah, like I said, a cool avatar there. I like it. Let's see. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. So basically, they talk about, well, first, yeah, they talk about option C, the whole thing that Austin Aries came up with years ago with this whole option C thing. Mr. Rick and Jay, finally, Josh Matthews not gonna spoil it yet. LOL. Okay, yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. But yeah, so Austin Aries, can rectify. Yes, it's the album cover for Breaking Benjamin. New album coming in April. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Well, yeah, Breaking Benjamin. That's one second. Yeah, Breaking Benjamin. Love those bands. Those, yeah, they're awesome. I listen to them. I listen to them every time. Whenever I get a chance to listen to them, they're a very good. They're a very good band. So yeah, King Rectify, you're a fan of them. Cool, man. That's nice. And you said that new album coming in April. Cool. Can wait to hear them too. By the way, I got a friend on the asylum who listens to them too as well. Mr. Rick and Jay. Yeah, I listened to some of their new songs a few weeks ago. And there you go, Mr. Rick and Jay is one of them too. But yeah, I can't wait to listen to it. By the way, the new songs. You know. But anyways, let me get back to this. So yeah, so Austin Aries talks about how he won every championship titles in Impact Wrestling, the X Division Championship, the Tag Team Championship, the World Championship. Yeah, he's won them all in Impact Wrestling, and all of a sudden and also got Josh Matthews being fucking annoying, saying he's a champion and everything. Fuck you, you ain't no fucking champion. You didn't win anything to become a champion, anyways. So yeah, basically Austin Aries issues a proposal to Matt Sydal. Matt Sydal to put the Grand Championship title on the line, even though Josh Matthews doesn't put it on the line. Matt Sydal's gonna fight for Josh Matthews to put to put the Grand Championship title on the line. And Austin Aries will put his world title on the line if he agrees to it. And Josh Matthews is like, no, that's a stupid idea and everything. And like really, stupid idea? You mean like a stupid idea that whoever backstage decided to put that belt on you in the first place? No, that was a stupid idea. Whoever in Impact Wrestling came up with a stupid idea to put that Grand Championship belt on Josh Matthews, that's a stupid idea. So sure enough, Matt Sydal, he accepts the challenge, and he got Josh Matthews being upset and everything. And I say to myself, well, Austin Aries better win then. But we'll get that later. About what happened there. So then we move from that, and we get to the first match for Impact Wrestling for this week, and we get an X Division 4-way match between P.D. Williams, who's the holder of the briefcase of the Feast of Fire, because took in an X Division Championship title shot, going up against Suicide, going up against Rohit Raju, and going up against Taiji Ishimori. And in the match, you got Ishimori going for a springboard, but Suicide and Raji pull him off of the apron. Raji hits a running big boot, a big running knee to Williams, P.D. Williams. But Suicide breaks up the pinfall attempt. Ishimori connects with a springboard dropkick to Suicide. Raju hits a huge Suicide dive, taking out Williams and Suicide on the outside. Ishimori hits his signature golden moonsault onto everyone outside the ring. Ishimori connects with a springboard sit-out senton onto Suicide. Williams attempts for the Canadian Destroyer onto Ishimori, but counters and hits a double foot stomp instead in the corner instead. Taiji Ishimori did. Taiji Ishimori hits a 450 splash onto Raju, but Suicide breaks up the pinfall attempt. Williams fends off Ishimori and hits the Canadian Destroyer onto Suicide and picks up the win on Suicide. The winner, P.D. Williams, which obviously it was the right call there, because P.D. Williams is the holder of the briefcase, which means he's got to win his matches. Which, by the way, WWE has failed to do that when it comes to their briefcase holders. When it comes to their Money in the Bank. So yeah, P. Williams wins. Looking strong to be a legit contender when it comes to whenever he wants to cash in of his opportunity to be for an X Division Championship title shot. So sure enough, he gets on the microphone and he basically he's cashing in his Feast of Fire briefcase to challenge the X Division champion Matt Sydal at Impact Redemption, which is going to be on April 22nd, 2018. So yeah, looking forward for that pay-per-view, folks. I cannot wait. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to be working, so I won't be able to watch it live. So it's unfortunate for me. But I'll still watch it though, and I'll still review it. And yeah, there you go. Next we get to backstage. We go to Mackenzie Mitchell interviewing Eli Drake, who holds the Feast of Fire briefcase because of him getting a tag team title shot. The problem is, he needs a partner. There's no Chris Adonis, so he's got to find a partner. So basically, he says that he should got an award, where he should get a world title shot instead. But instead, he said he's got only a world tag team title shot, where he needs to find a partner and everything. And he's like, wait a minute, I got an idea. So then he walks away from the interview, and we'll get to that later. We get to Amber Nova versus Su Yung. First of all, we get Braxton Starter coming out to introduce Su Yung, who's the undead bride. So Su Yung comes in the match against Amber Nova, immediately attacks her, to get the early advantage, and then hits the panic switch and gets a 3 count in the win. So folks, but basically what happened in this match here was supposed to be the match that Su Yung was supposed to have against Hanaya, because Hanaya was supposed to put over Su Yung in a quick squash match, but instead she decided to not to do that. And that's what led for Hanaya to be fired by Impact Wrestling. Not just because of her bad behavior, not because she's being disrespectful, not just because she's being disrespectful to Gail Kim, or not just because she's trying to go in the business for herself, but because she didn't want to put over Su Yung. So basically, the deal was Su Yung was supposed to go over on Hanaya in seconds in the match, and because she refused to, they fired her. So we get Amber Nova, who will do the job in a matter of seconds against Su Yung, who went in the business for the company, who doesn't have a bad attitude, who doesn't disrespect Gail Kim. Basically, I'm just just stating the obvious there. So yeah, that was supposed to be the match between Su Yung and Hanaya, but instead of Su Yung versus Hanaya, because Hanaya refused to do it, it became Su Yung versus Ember Nova instead. So yeah, like I said, it was a quick squash, and there you go. All right, after the match, we get Mackenzie Mitchell backstage, she interviews Johnny Impact. Johnny Impact talks about how he's still got a goal to become a world champion for Impact Wrestling. All of a sudden, Jimmy Jacobs interrupts him, and Impact asks him, what does he want? And Jimmy Jacobs said, "You'll find out soon enough." And he says, and this has his monster Kong said to say hello to him, or that, right? Whatever. So basically, what they're doing here, I guess the program with Abyss and Kong is was just a one-time deal. So yeah, I guess that's what it is. And now we're going to a new program here with Kong versus Johnny Impact. Okay. Next we get to Taya Valkyrie. She's walking in the parking lot, talking about how she's beating down your Rosemary. And while she's saying all this, also we see Rosemary on top of a trailer. And then she picks up a trash can and tosses at Tanaya right in the head and goes right after her. They start fighting. We get the standby wrestler, this fat ass Richard Simmons trying to pick it up and everything. Taya hits him. Also, Rosemary recovers, spits the red mist into Taya's face. Taya goes at the Ember Nova. Ember Nova ends up being the what's the word? The innocent standby. The innocent standby victim here. Because Taya thought it was Rosemary is just getting her hands on. Also, we get a couple of stars. A couple of people in the locker room. A few securities, a few wrestlers there. Also, Rosemary, off of the trailer, jumps right off, going for a huge crossbody onto everyone, including Taya Valkyrie. So yeah, so the feud continues on between Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie, like I said it would before. All right. We get KM defeating Falaba. Moving on. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on. I didn't care for the match, folks. Why should I care about KM after when he's been booked on Impact Wrestling? And why should I care about Falaba? I mean, is he entertaining? Sure, he's entertaining. Is he? Can he be funny at some moments? Yeah, he can. But he's trash in the ring. To me, he's not Yokozuna. So I don't care. Moving on to Lashley versus Brian Cage, and the match itself. Let's run through it. Cage goes for a Hurricanrana, and then Lashley gives him a Hurricanrana of his own. Yep, they were going all out in this match, folks. Cage and Lashley, awesome. Cage kicks Lashley out to the ring, and launches himself over the top rope onto Lashley, like a Topicon hero. Cage connects with a series of kicks and heads to the top rope, but Lashley tosses him off the top rope onto the mat. Cage goes for a springboard tornado DDT onto Lashley, and then follows up with a huge spinebuster and goes for the jackknife pin combination and gets a near fall. Lashley hits a spinebuster and goes for a cover, but only gets a near fall. Lashley goes for a big running power slam and gets a near fall. Cage goes for a springboard moonsault but misses as Lashley goes for the spear, and Cage rolls right out of the ring, showing some ring psychology there. Lashley gets out of the ring, gets him back in the ring, and he goes for a cover, but only gets a near fall. Cage connects with a discus lariat and gets a 3 count in the win over Lashley, with a huge upset for Cage here against Lashley. And folks, this was a damn good match between these two. These two guys were big muscular dudes and all that, and wow, incredible match. I loved it. Now, as far as what comes to this match between Cage and Lashley, this may have been Lashley's last match because he's gone. Unfortunately, folks. Yeah. So he's probably gone right now from. And of what I'm hearing, he's probably made a deal to sign with WWE, with WWE. So yeah. But yeah, if this was Lashley's last match against, of all people, Cage, what a way to go out. It was a damn good match, and I enjoyed it. Next we get to Ali approaching Gail Kim in the locker room. Ali says something about Braxton Sutter, the way he's been acting, and then associating himself with Su Young, and then Gail Kim tells Ali to stand up for herself against Su Young, and to basically motivate her, and say it's your time and everything. So yeah, Gail Kim's some good advice was to Ali, because she's a veteran and all that. So, and on top of it, she's a Hall of Famer for Impact Wrestling. Next we get to Eli Drake confronting Moose. So basically, Eli Drake confronts Moose about this whole deal with the Feast of Fire briefcase situation, and basically gives a proposal to Moose about uh, basically having Moose be his partner, where they could be they could be tag team champions, and at the same time, Moose could be a world champion. That way, Moose could be a holder of two belts. And Moose said, "Nope." So then Eli Drake's trying to convince him otherwise. And also Moose is like, "Well, actually, I got a better idea." Moose said to Eli Drake's about, "How about we have a match like next week?" And then Eli Drake is, wait, what, a match? What do you mean a match? And then he says that, and the winner of the match gets the winners. The winner of the match gets the loser's briefcase, basically. Basically, if Moose beats Eli Drake, then Moose not only keeps his briefcase, but he takes Eli Drake's briefcase too. And the same thing also goes with Eli Drake. And Eli Drake was like, wait a minute, but why do we have to fight and everything? Basically, he was backing off from it, but it was made anyway, so folks. So that's gonna be advertised for next week's though, and we'll see how that turns out though. We'll see how that ends up happening. So I don't know where they're going with this and everything, but we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. Next we get to Eddie Edwards. He goes to uh, the Dayton, Ohio, to find Sammy Callahan and OVE, and he invades Rockstar Pro Wrestling. The promotion that Sammy Callahan owns. That he's running the business and everything. As a promoter. So he gets the candlestick, right. Basically, he's getting retaliation what happened last week when it comes to his wife, Alicia. So he gets a candlestick and he goes to attack OVE, and he's calling out Sammy Callahan. So Sammy Callahan comes out, and they both fight. All of a sudden, we get OVE coming into the whole Eddie Edwards. Sammy Callahan attempts to hit him with a baseball bat, but Eddie Edwards counters back and beats baseball all up and everything. But then 3-on-1 advantage here. Sammy Callahan gets the baseball bat and goes clobbering him with a baseball bat. Boom! Right to the jaw. And then we get OVE going for the double team power driver, or should I say, a double team tombstone power driver move onto Eddie Edwards, and they ended with the rest of the Rockstar Pro rosters, the wrestlers surrounding the ring, and they basically and you have OVE and Sammy Callahan standing tall in victory. Yeah, and afterwards, Sammy Callahan with the OVE cam basically tells Eddie Edwards um, that his family's gonna be is gonna suffer for his actions. That, right? Basically, it's gonna be OVE that's gonna take over everything, and taking over Eddie Edwards' loved ones. So we'll see how that turns out too. Because it's been done last week too now because of OVE basically Sammy Callahan trying to go after his Eddie Edwards' wife, and now we're gonna see what else they're gonna do with this. So yeah, there we go. Now let's get to the main event match. You got the Impact World Champion Austin Aries versus the Impact X Division Champion Matt Sydal, being accompanied by the Impact Grand Champion Josh Matthews, where the Impact World Championship and the Impact Grand Championship title is on the line. And yeah, Alberto El Patron backstage watching on his monitor. And basically, the winner of the match gets to face Alberto El Patron at Redemption on April 22nd, 2018. Because again, keep in mind, Alberto El Patron is challenging the world champion at Redemption. So, anyways, here we go. As far as the match, Aries he goes for the last chancery for an early victory, but Master gets out the ring and to recover, basically meditating because he's enjoying his peace and whatever. Sadell hits a big spin kick as Josh Matthews was coaching on, cheering, because Josh Matthews, whatever. Sadell connects with a side knee to Aries in the corner. Sadell goes for the pin, but Aries goes get the bottom rope, with his hands. Sadell attempts to go for a standing moonsault, but Aries gets his knees up. Aries counters Sadell's springboard and jumps off the top rope, and crashing onto the floor. Aries goes for a huge left arm lariat, which turns Sadell inside out by flipping him back, like doing a backflip, and then bam, on his stomach. Sadell hits a final cut, but Aries kicks out too. Aries goes to the ropes, but basically, Austin Aries goes to the ropes, and then Josh Matthews gets involved by trying to trip him. Aries was about to go after him, but then Matt Sadell gets go after him on the jumping knee for after the distraction. Aries has Sadell up on his shoulders. All of a sudden, Josh Matthews is once again getting involved, and as he's trying to get involved on the apron, Pete Williams comes out to take down Josh Matthews. Even the odds there, basically. I see myself good. Because Josh Matthews was fucking annoying me at this point. So, let's see. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, yes, after Pete Williams comes out to make sure nothing else happens outside because of Josh Matthews. Basically when it comes to this match. So, yeah, Matt Sadell goes for his finish with a Stone Star Press. But Aries gets out of the way. Sadell lands on his feet. Aries goes for his discus forearm. He goes for the full speed drop kick in the corner. And with a nice stiff kick to the face of Matt Sadell. Goes for his finishing move, the Brainbuster. Aries goes for the cover and gets the 3 count in the win. Winner, not only to retain his world championship, but to become the new Impact Grand Champion, which makes him a Grand Slam champion in Impact Wrestling. And Alberto El Patron was backstage, was loving the match, and I'll also mention too, he was eating his dinner, wherever it was. So yeah, Austin Aries got the belt off Josh Matthews, and I see myself good because it's like I said before, from the beginning of this review. When I first talked about the how the show opened up. Her idea that was for Matt, for this whole thing with Josh Matthews to be grand champion. Stupid idea to begin with. Should never did it in the first place. What was the point of doing it anyways? If they were just gonna take it off, weeks later. It was not needed basically. It was like seriously, it wasn't really needed. So whoever came up with that idea backstage, hopefully they'll come up with something better, and maybe they get a better education to book a better wrestling show. And not involving Josh Matthews. He's garbage. Gino, what you gotta say there? Hopefully they retire the Grand Championship and just bring back the television title. Also hope they have a new design for the world title. I hope they have a new design for all the titles. They all have they have bumper stickers on of the Impact logo on it. But yeah, but I agree with you though. You know, they need new belts. Because those belts right now they have right now it's not working out it's not working out at all. So there you go. Austin Aries won and by the way, I should sound excited, but I'm really not. I am excited to do it all, and that you know basically when it comes to Josh Matthews losing the belt. But you know, I don't have that much energy in me right now, but it's like I got a little bit of energy in me to do a little rant, but still, yeah, there you go. So yeah, next Austin Aries, like I said, he's won the Grand Championship title. What we're gonna do with the Grand Championship title now that the Austin Aries is champion? Well, keep on him. Austin Aries is a beast right now. He's winning a lot of championship titles, not only in Impact Wrestling but also outside of Impact Wrestling, because he's he's saying that John Cena is not a free agent. I'm just saying. So there you go. So let me tell you what's going to happen next week here. Eli Drake versus Moose for the Feast of Fire briefcase, basically. Basically, the loser will lose the briefcase to the winner. That's the whole deal they're gonna do there. And keep in mind again, is because the briefcase is about the tag team title shot and the world title shot. And there you go. And before I go, folks, let me show you this. When it comes to Austin Aries, the greatest man that ever lived. Ain't he great? Now with him putting up five fingers up, I'm assuming he's won 5 belts. He's got 5 belts. But yeah, there's Austin Aries with the Grand Championship title belt right there, and the Impact World Championship title belt. You know, again, look at it's a bumper sticker, right? So there you go. Austin Aries. He's getting it done, folks. He is getting it done. So that being said, oh yeah, I forgot to mention about my overall story for the show, because of the first match that opened up the show, the X Division 4-way match, and because of Cage versus Lashley, great match. I mean, and because of the main event match between Matt Sydal and Austin Aries, I thought that match was good too, by the way. And then also with Josh Matthews being annoying. Besides that, also with the belt getting off for Josh Matthews finally. I know it's only been for 2 weeks that he's been the champion, but I'm saying finally because I feel like it was too long. You know. So whatever. But yeah, because of that, my overall show rating for this show, when it comes to Impact Wrestling from March 29th, 2018, 10 out of 10. Another good show. Now, I'm not saying it was the greatest show ever, but based on the results of Austin Aries winning the Grand Championship title, and Josh Matthews is no longer the champion, which was a joke to begin with, 10 out of 10. That builds off of Josh Matthews, and no more Josh Matthews pushes, please, Impact Wrestling. Enough with Josh Matthews. I don't want to see him on TV because of him being a manager. I don't want to see him wearing any championship belts in Impact Wrestling. I don't want him being the focal point of Impact Wrestling. I don't want him to be talking about himself, about how he's the GOAT. Enough with Josh Matthews. He's fucking garbage. Enough with Josh Matthews. And whoever came up with that idea backstage from Impact Wrestling, fuck you. What a fucking joke. Josh Matthews is a fucking joke. And the person that came up with that idea backstage is a fucking joke too. Making Josh Matthews the focal point of the fucking show. No one cares about Josh Matthews. So stop trying with this motherfucker. Wow, I got the energy in me to get that out of me. Holy shit, man! I tried it on Facebook too, by the way, but I didn't have the energy. But I found the energy to do it though. Wow. There you go, folks. So that being said, thank you all for watching. Before I go, anyone else say anything? Nope. Okay. I guess I'm done. So thank you all for watching. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., the Natural Board Driller, the good boy gone bad. And if you don't like it, beat it, because no one wants to be defeated. Please subscribe. And if you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike this video, give it a dislike. The choice is yours, and yours alone. There you go. So, you all take care. You all have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. But for now, peace on the streets.